It's back to school with Philstocks, Guro. Where learning leads to earning. Tara! Aral tayo!
The stock market is ever-changing. You always discover something new. As skittish as it may be, remember to go back to the core principles, because by the end of the day, they are what matters most. This is Teacher Japhet, classes in session. Hi guys! Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. Hopefully, marami na tayong natututunan. So, in our last discussion, I left you with a question. What are the different classifications of stocks out there? This time, pag-usapan natin sila. So, you have three. You have income stocks, you have growth stocks, and finally, you have speculative stocks. Unahin na natin yung income stocks. Income stocks, these are stocks of companies which you can already consider as industry leaders. Ito yung mga subok na sa mga industry ang kinalalagyan nila. These are the big and the stable companies. At the same time, usually they are regular dividend payers given the steady streams of incomes that they have. Now, with respect to their share price, hindi na sila masyadong magalaw. Except if there's really a big narrative or a big news. Without that, steady lang yung share price movements nila. A good example of these are those which are included in the PSC index. To be more specific, let's zoom in into a particular company, and that is Ayala Corporation. Ayala Corporation is already one of the well-established conglomerates here in the Philippines, and marami siyang segments. Now, if you're into banking, meron po kayong BPI accounts. BPI is from Ayala. If you are a Globe user, Globe Telecom is from Ayala. And para sa mga water, as for water, we also have Manila Water coming from Ayala Corporation. At marami pang iba, malls, you have Glorieta, you have Glorieta, you have the other Ayala malls out there. So those are part of the Ayala Land Inc., which is also under Ayala Corporation. Now, itong si Ayala, in the past 5 years, yung kanyang net income, it's been growing at a compounded annual rate of about 20%. Sunod naman po dito yung growth stocks. As the name implies, growth stocks are stocks of companies which are still in the process of growth and development. Now, hindi man sila kasing stable ng mga income stocks, nonetheless, they have what you call bright prospects. At the same time, itong mga stocks na to, ito yung mga kinoconsider natin na the next blue chips. And finally, yung growth nila, it's faster than the industry average and even the economy as a whole. Ngayon, hindi nga lang sila masyadong nagbibigay ng dividendo, the reason being they choose to reinvest their earnings back into the company to sustain the fast growth. Now, a good example of this would be Wilcon. Wilcon is just somehow new in the PSE. Noong 2017 lang siya nag-IPO at a price of 5 pesos. Pero ngayon, look where Wilcon is already at. It's already at 15 pesos and 26 centavos last April 4, 2019. Aside from that, maganda yung financial performance ni Wilcon. In 2018, nag-jump yung revenue niya by about 19% to 21.21 billion. At the same time, yung net income niya nag-jump din by around 32.48% to 1.84 billion pesos. And finally, we have the speculative stocks. Now, this is the riskiest out of the three. Bakit? Well, it's because these stocks are driven primarily by speculation, either by news or by rumors of mergers and acquisitions, or joint ventures. At the same time, ito rin yung mga stocks na madalas natin ginagamitan ng technical analysis. Given the volatility of these stocks, there's a big chance, they have the biggest chance of increasing 50% in a day. But take note, the opposite is also true. They are the ones who also have the highest chance of decreasing 50% in a day. Now, the question here is, are you willing to take the risk? A good example of speculative stocks would be PXP. Now, in the first 9 months of 2018 and even in the preceding years, si PXP nagre-record yan ng net losses. Still, kung titignan nyo yung 2018 share price performance niya, it went up by 90.95%. And this is primarily due to the speculation that PXP will be a part of the Philippines oil exploration deal with China. Now, what's the importance of knowing the different classifications of stocks? Well, knowing these will allow you to narrow down your choices and focus on those which suit your preferences. Primarily, your risk preferences. If ikaw yung tipo na you want things to be, it's okay for you to be slowly but safely, then you can go for index stocks. If you're someone who wants to take, who's willing to take a little bit more risk in exchange for a little bit more returns, then you can go for growth stocks. And finally, if ikaw yung tipong gusto mo ng mabilisan, yung ilang araw lang may kita ka na, and at the same time, you're a risk taker naman, then speculative stocks may be for you. Now, before we go, don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this is Teacher Japhet. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Class dismissed.